Hello, it's Monday, fun day, yay! So excited to be hanging out with you today. Let me make sure I can see the chat and everything. Valerie Walton here, coming to you live from the suburbs of Washington, D.C., and I'm so very excited. I am an online business coach. I've been doing this for over 5 years. I've helped thousands of people be able to get their start in online business where they have the clarity and the confidence to create the cash flow that they want to make online. So if that is you, here's what I want you to do. If you're somebody who's looking to make some money online and you're just looking for how do I do this? How do I go next level? You'll definitely want to stay tuned because I got a lot coming for you right now. All right. So the topic of the day is if you're not doing this, then you're never going to be able to create stable passive income. And I really wanted to talk about that because I don't just want to talk to you guys about, oh, Lord, I made one sale ever. Right? I'm talking about getting them stacks, getting those doubloons, right? Getting that quaint every single day, right? And even if you're not doing it every day, then definitely on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Like we've got to continue bringing in cash flow, right? We got bills, we got, family. There's a lot going on in our lives. And if you don't want life to happen to you to the point where it slows your business down, then you're definitely going to need this plan, this blueprint. Okay. Now, if you like what I'm getting ready to share with you today, and I'm telling you, if you're trying to make money online, you will. So share this video out. But if you're trying to make money today, then you are definitely, look, you're going to love this. Hold on. I had to show you guys something real quick before we jump into it. You are going to love this right here, my dear. Check this out. Boop, boop, this way. You are going to be able to learn from 17 top earners, 8 days of coaching, and it's only for $1. Plus, if you get this today, this ticket right here, Roadmap to Rockstar, you are going to be able to get an exclusive 30-day money-making bonus when you grab your ticket right now. You simply go to valeriewalton.com to do that. Okay. So now what are we talking about? You're going to need to be able to track your numbers. And so many people in the online space, so home business are not tracking their numbers. They don't even know what numbers they're supposed to be tracking. They have no clarity. So I'm going to go over just a few of several. There's more than this, but I'm going to go over some of the basic of basics for you to make sure that you get yourself into sustainable income. If the past couple of years has taught us nothing else, I hope it has taught people to be able to have streams of income, not ditches where it's all dried up. Hello. Okay. So we definitely want to be able to grow. The first thing before you can even is that your business has to be something of substance. And what I mean is, why are you in business? What is the number one problem that you're setting out to help people solve each and every day, right? In order for you to figure this out, you need clarity on your target audience. You need clarity on your micro story. If you don't know what those things are, or you don't have 100% clarity on it, then you'll definitely want to visit my website. Come learn how you can spend some more time inside of my tribe to learn these things from me. Okay. All you have to do is get on my email list. It's as simple as that. And when you go to valeriewalton.com, you'll see that right at the top of the page that you can get on that Victory VIP list. Okay. And that's free to do. Now, once you've done that, now we can talk numbers. So the numbers that you want to pay attention to is, number one, what is the income amount that you want to earn? Like, I know that sounds really simple, but for a lot of people, they're like, I don't know. I'm like, what do you want to make? They're like, I don't know. I just want to make more. And that's not going to be a good enough answer. You're going to have to be, again, clear. You have to get specific as to what you want and how you're going to go about getting it. So Once you know that, right? And let's say you want to hit $10,000 a month. Anybody? Does anybody want to do that that's watching me right now? Hello. No one? Just me? Okay. No, I've been there, done that. But if that's something that you're looking to do and you've never done that before, then this means that we're going to have to start taking a look at things that we've never taken a look at before. So when you decide on your number, and I love what one of my dearest friends and mentors had said to me, what is your freedom number? A lot of times people will pick a number just because it sounds good to them or just because that is an amount that they think is a whole lot, but it has no significance to them. And that's why they don't stick with the goal. That's why they can say, oh no, life came up, oh, so I didn't do it. Right? Because if it's something of substance to you, if it's something of meaning, something of value, you're going to keep working. You're going to find the self-motivation within. You're going to find the willpower to keep going. So don't just pick a number out of the sky. Try to pick something that has some significance to you. And so that would be your freedom number. And so for the sake of argument, let's just say that that is in fact $10,000 a month. You've never hit that before, or it's been a long time since you have. Okay, cool. So now that we know that, let's pay attention to what it is that we offer people, and not just what the price point is for the customer or the client, but what is the take home commissions that I get. It is shocking to me when I sit down with a brand new coaching client and I ask them this question and they have no clue. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? You don't know how much you get paid? You don't do that at a job? You damn sure don't do that at a job. That's the first question you got out your mouth when you hear you're hired. Right? It's like, okay, what's the pay and how often? Is it once a week? Once every 2 weeks? Like, what we talking? Right? You want to know how much you're going to get paid. Now, you're in business for yourself. And I know we talk about being able to write your own paycheck and all that kind of stuff. And that's cool. But how are you going to write your own paycheck when you don't know what you're going to bring in based on what you offer? Right? And I get that, in network marketing or even with folks that are creating their own content and stuff, you may have multiple offers that you have available to give to someone. I want you to focus on just one thing for right now. Pick one ideal offer, just one. Pick that one biggest problem that you want to help people to solve. Okay? So yes, you might be in a health and wellness business. And you may have weight loss products, and you may have immune boosting products, and you may have energy boosting products. Pick one of those problems that you'd like to solve. Do you want to help people solve the problem of lacking energy, right? And then selecting a target audience based on that. Like, pick one, okay? So, for example, for me, I have a product, okay? I have a product that I can offer people even when they say no to my primary offer. Now, in my case, my primary offer is my coaching. All right. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm damn good at what I do. I'm worth the price tag. Okay. And so if somebody says to me, I desperately want to work with you, I need what you have, but I can't, we've tried every angle and they just cannot afford, my services. Cool. I have a backup for them to be able to use. Okay. Now, let's just say that price point is $200. Okay. Even though right now I got something for you for $1. All right. You can get 17 top earners, including myself, for 8 days for $1 right now. We'll talk about that later. I already talked about it in the beginning anyway. So if you just popped in, you're a little late, but I'll cover it again. Anyway, if my price point is $200, how many sales per month do I need to close? Many people do not take the time to figure this out. And I'm like, stop this. This ends today. You have got to, as an entrepreneur, we have to track our numbers. Okay? And I don't care how small of a price tag you're offering something, the numbers need to get tracked. All right? So we definitely need to pay attention to that. What is our take-home commissions? Some other numbers that we definitely need to take inventory of would be your connections, conversions, and closing. And I'm going to break all of those down for you as well. Okay. So let's first start with this example here. I'm going to share my screen for a moment and head on over to my calculator. And we're going to calculate how many sales. This way, you know, I'm not lying to you. Put it like that. And you can see for yourself. So I'm going to share my screen here. Oh, do I have to hide my little logo thing? Hold on, let me hide this for a sec. Hide that real quick because I'm not sure if it's going to be in the way or not. And now I will share. Boom. Okay. So here we are at the calculator, right? Now we're looking at, we want $10,000 a month, and I'm closing $200. This would be my take home commission. All right. So let's look at it like that. If I'm doing this as my take home commission, oh no, actually let's do it a little more realistically. So let's say I offer something at a price point of $200 and my commission is, you know, if it were 20%, say, then that means I'm not taking home $200. I'm taking home 20% of $200, right? And that would only be $40, right? So if I were to do it like that, because a lot of us only pay attention to what the price tag is that we offer, we're not paying attention to what we're actually bringing home, right? Bringing home the bacon. So so for simplicity, let's use 200 as that's our take home. That's our take home. Now, if we do that, then this means I need to close 50 sales a month, which means on average, out of my average 30-day month, I need to close 1 to 2 sales every single day of that month, of that 30-day month. So now we got to figure out, are we making that happen? And if not, why not? So that we'll know what to do to fix the problem, right? So notice, even if you're taking home $200, right? If you sold something at $400 and your commissions is 50%, and you go around telling people, join my team because you get 50% commissions. But yeah, it's $200 that you're taking home, not the $400. So we can't just look at that price tag, right? So anyway, I now know that I need to close around 2 sales a day. This way I will surpass my goal of the $10,000 a month. I'd rather surpass it than fail and miss it and not hit it. Okay. So are you with me so far on that? Okay. So now after we've done that, we need to pay attention to how many connections, what our conversions are, and how good we're able to close. Because if you're not closing your 2 sales a day, why not? So let's work from the end in mind back. Why aren't you making 2 sales a day? Are you not making any offers? Because if you don't make any offers, ding, ding, no wonder you're not making a sale. Okay. And let me stop sharing just so we can chat some more. Okay. So if you're not making any offers whatsoever, duh, that's why we're not making any money. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I see Ann, and I think I see somebody from my Profitpreneur group. Hello. But I can't see what your name is because they won't show me. I don't know how to fix it. Okay. So the next thing is, if you're not making offers, why not? Are you talking to people, but you are too scared to make the offer? Or do you not even have a prospect in front of you to make an offer to? Like, which one would it be? Oh, hey, what's up, David? My brother's on. So which one is it? If you're talking to people, but you're not offering them a solution to their problem, what the hell are we in business for? And I say that with all due respect, because that is the job of an entrepreneur. We are professional problem solvers. Professional problem solvers. So if we started a business and the products that we sell them because we know that it solves a person's problem. And we're having a conversation with somebody who fits this problem, and we don't offer it to them, we're letting them suffer. We are allowing them to continue to suffer through life when they don't have to. Sounds a little selfish to me. How about you? Right? David's supposed to be working. Oh, shh. Okay. I ain't see nobody. All right. So this is really important because I want you to understand how strong the mindset plays into your success. This is your success we're talking about. The only person that can create the success is you. So it's not going to be your customer's fault that they didn't beg you to buy. We have to take ownership. We have to take responsibility, right? And we have to then start working on our mindset to figure out, where's this money block coming from that I have a fear of asking for the sale, that I have a fear of the rejection that may come, or I have a fear of, somebody objecting to me and I can't handle that. You know what I mean? So it's really important that we do that. Okay. Next step. Hello, it's Prince. Hello. Hey, Richard, what's going on? And Dave said, we never do that for something that we don't have stake in. You won't see a good movie and someone asks you what you're watching and you freeze up. Exactly. Right. Anytime somebody needs from you and you know that you can provide, typically we are ready to share. We are always ready to share. We share our opinions like crazy, especially here on Facebook. Hello. Right? We're always sharing the opinion. So share with people what you have going on, especially if you have been following my CQC method when it comes to prospecting. 3 simple elements to cover in your conversation so that you close a sale every single time. And you can do it in 5 minutes or less. I ain't even playing with y'all. So what you waiting on? Why y'all not? Is somebody watching me? You not on my newsletter? What are you doing? Get on there. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, if you're not making an offer, then do you have prospects? And if you don't have prospects, why not? Are you not generating leads? And if you're not generating leads, why not? Right? So I actually have this chart that I provide to my coaching clients, and I'm going to make this available for you right now, just so you get a feel of what I'm talking about. Okay. So let me share my screen again for you to get a very simple six-step system on how you start closing sales. Okay. So check this out. You're going to love this. You're going to love this. Hold on. I'm trying to share my screen. Y'all going to let me do that? Okay, perfect. And then I have to show it on my stream. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Val knows what she's doing today. So this is the chart here. It is the sales funneling process made simple. Okay. We start on social media. We are here on Facebook. We are going to now reach out to only our target audience. If you're in business, your primary focus should not be on A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. Okay. Your target audience needs you right now. These are the people that are in the pain that you have a solution for. So we need to go focus on that. I mean, congrats to them, whatever, but hello, that does not put money on my table. Okay. My family needs to eat. They be eating a lot. They hungry all the time, child. I need food on the table. I need that dough. Okay. So we're going to be addressing our target audience, and through our content is how we do that. The things that you post, people are watching you, right? You have potential buyers sitting right there watching you. They're waiting to make a move. They're waiting to figure out, are you trustworthy enough? Can I depend on you enough? Are you going to show up? Are you some kind of fly-by-night company? I ain't got time to be putting my money into something where you're here today, gone tomorrow, right? So they're watching you. And they're taking a cue from you. So if you're talking about I'm too scared to do a Facebook Live, don't be surprised that you're not closing your sales. You're not generating leads. If you're too scared to get out here and have a discussion about these typical problems that somebody in your target audience has, you're not going to generate the lead in the first place. Okay. Now, moving on from that, as you're putting out this content, you're going to have people that, like I said, they are watching you. They may even react to you or engage in conversation with you through comments. And that makes them a suspect, because here's somebody that evidently is from your target audience. And the reason why we know that is because they are engaging with your content that you have sent that message out to your target audience about. So they're in your target audience, and now they're even showing you behavior that they just might even be interested in your offer. We're not certain yet. We're not certain yet. So the next thing is a lead, right? Because a lead takes place, right? You generate a lead at the moment that this person isn't just watching you and they aren't just commenting, but they take an action that you direct them to take that includes giving them your contact information voluntarily so that you have permission to do exactly that, contact them. At the moment you have contacted them, they are now a prospect. And during the prospecting process, it is time for you to qualify them. We ain't got time to be playing no games, beating around the bush. Okay, let's get to the point. Do they have a need, the desire, and not only the resources, but also the willingness to buy? Because think about what I have to offer today, right? What I showed you guys earlier in the video. It was only $1 for a person who's looking to grow their home business, who's looking to make money with whatever they want to do online. If you crochet and you want to sell your Afghans, okay, and you're trying to figure out how to do that online, we will teach you that. Who's the we? Me and 16 other, in addition to me, top earners in the online business space. And we're all in various businesses doing different things with different backgrounds, different goals, different offers. And yet we're all successful at what we do. So you have that. You're going to get us not for just 2 hours, not for just 1 hour, not for just one day, but for 8 days. And you get to pick and choose who you want to learn from and what it is you want to learn. So all the power, all the control is in your hands, and it's just $1. Well, at least it is for right now. Prices are going up. So for you to be able to take advantage of something like that, who doesn't have $1? Right? Because I know good and damn well, if you are watching me on an $800 device and you sitting up here on Facebook, right, you have $1. So it's not so much whether or not they have the resource, but whether or not they're willing to use that resource for this purpose, for their solution. And if so, bam, bam, ching, ching, you got a customer and or recruit if you're in network marketing and you're building a team. So that is how this works. It is 6 simple steps. And honestly, the first 3 simply comes from the posting that you do. That's the first 3 steps out the way right there. And then you generate a lead using your lead magnet, the offer that you have that is either super low ticket or free. And then you would have a conversation with your prospect. By the end of the conversation, they are a customer. Easy peasy, George and Wheezy. And this is why we need to track these numbers. And you do it by going through these steps. Okay. So for example, as I am looking to track, okay, if I'm trying to make this much money, I want to close 2 sales a day. I got to start somewhere, right? So let me stop sharing so we can chat again. Okay. So if I'm looking to make 2 sales a day so that I can take home that, that $200, the $200 commissions per sale, then what just happened? Where'd y'all go? Is that where y'all are? Okay, there we go. Okay. How do you identify the willingness to buy? Great question. We're going to go into that. We're going to go into that real quick because I got some simple ways for you to determine this. And I'm so glad that you asked the question because a lot of people struggle with this and they're too afraid to go there with their prospect. They are too afraid to even go into the discussion of money and budgets and all that kind of stuff. Not no more because you're going to do what I told you to do today. Okay. Free coaching from Val. You better actually implement or I'm going to send you an invoice. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So we got to start somewhere. Right now, if you're brand new, you haven't ever closed a sale before, you already know what all your numbers are. 0, 0, and 0. Your connections are 0. Your conversions are 0. Your closing rate is 0. It's all 0. So we're going to have to change that by simply getting started. We have to go out here and make the connections. There are 2 ways to make connections every single day on Facebook to get you going. You've got passive and you've got proactive. Passive and proactive, passive and proactive. So you got to do both every day. Oh, Lordy Lord, people done been taken aback, child. They can't breathe. Because some people like, wait, what? Hold up. I just wanted to start my little side hustle so I can make some little extra cash on the side. You telling me I got to do stuff for this? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. You got to do stuff for this, okay? So, in order to make this happen, your passive prospecting, passive marketing comes from posts, right? What I'm doing right now, this is passive. I'm drawing you into me, right? So if you end up, let me put it back up again just for you guys to be able to see. So if you end up getting this offer over here, right? The $1 ticket that if you get it right now, it will also include an exclusive 30-day money making bonus when you get it. If you were to do that, right? Then sorry. If I were to offer that to you and you get it, we've gone through all the steps. That's how fast it can be, okay? So when I'm passively talking about something, I'm sorry, when I'm being passive, I am putting something out there and drawing you in with it. Okay? This is not a negative thing, right? This isn't being deceptive or manipulative in any way. You are talking to the people who have the problem that you know how to solve, right? It's like saying a doctor performing surgery on you, right? And putting out an ad to attract people to them that need the surgery is deceitful or it's manipulative. How? I'm helping you. What the hell? Like, that wouldn't make any sense, right? So it is the same thing for you. You are helping to solve a problem. So you're really just seeking the people that have this problem. How many people would love to be able to have folks who have been there, done the things that they're looking to do, show them how to do those things step by step on a very low budget, $1 budget, and get plenty of time to learn it all and get a lifetime recording? Who wouldn't want that? Right? If you are the person who is in pain right now because you can't get your business off the ground, you jump on this, right? So that's a more passive way. It's like going fishing. You put out the bait, you sit and you're patiently waiting for that fish to come up and take a bite, right? The proactive way is you thinking about, okay, I know who my target audience is. I've got clarity because I've been working with Val. And now I'm seeking them out on Facebook. Maybe I'm going into Facebook groups. Maybe I'm looking up way bigger influencers than myself, and I'm checking out their pages and seeing, who in their target audience I could possibly tap into. Not poach, but tap into and start building new connections there. This is how you do the connections part, and you start tracking that number. How many people did you connect with today and have conversations with, and then the next day and the next day? By the end of the week, you've got a pretty good idea of what your connections number looks like. Okay. Now that you've done that, the next step is your conversion rate. Out of all the people that you connected with on social media, how many of them did you get on your schedule? How many of them did you get on your calendar to book a more private, exclusive conversation with? How many of them did you collect as a lead so that you can now convert them into a prospect? How many? So, for example, let's say that you talk to, I don't know, let's say you talk to 5 people a day for 5 days and you gave yourself the weekend off. Okay. You made new connections with people every day. Let's say Monday you got 2 people from your post and you got 3 people from reaching out and connecting the way that I teach you, not spamming, not bugging the hell out of some stranger you don't even know, but doing this the professional way. Okay. So you got 2 people from your offer, your lead magnet, your post, and then you got 3 people from your proactive conversations with, say, somebody you met, some people you met in a group. So that gives you a total of 5 for today. And then as the days go on, same deal. You get on average 5 people a day, comes out to 25 people that week. Out of those 25 people, here's where your conversion number comes in. Out of those 25 people, how many of them opted into your stuff and or you got on your calendar, booked a call with them, right? And this can be something as simple as a quick 10-minute Zoom call so that you can qualify them, so that you can take the time to discover the need, the desire, and the willingness to buy. How many folks actually said, yes, here's my info? Those are your conversions. Those are the people who are now leads headed into prospect land. Okay. That's what we need to know. So let's say in this case, out of 25 people that you talked to for the week, I don't know, 10 of them said yes. 10 of them either opted into your stuff and or they scheduled time to talk with you later on in the week or sometime next week. Okay. So let's look at what that number would be. Okay. So get your calculator out with me. And as we're looking at this, hold on, where'd my calculator go? Okay. So as we're looking at this, you had 10 people. Oops. You had 10 people. Hey, dummy. You had 10 people out of the 25. So that makes your conversion rate 40%, which is actually really freaking good. That's really good. I mean, you'd be good just closing at 10 because most people can't even close 10. So if you got 10 people out of 25, you're at 40%. That is your conversion rate, right? That's your opt-in rate. That's how you're generating leads at a 40% rate. That's awesome. Okay. Now, out of the 10, how many purchased? How many did you close into a sale or a sign up if you're adding people to your team? How many? So let's say out of the 10, you only closed 2. Okay. So now we know our closing rate is 20%. All right. Now, if you closed 2 that week, obviously that is not enough to get you to your goal. But see, now you're aware of that. Are you following me? Because I'm telling you, most people will say, Val, I don't understand. I've been talking to 25 people a week. I still haven't hit my $10,000 goal. Why not? I'm working so hard. My hard work should be paying off. Why isn't it? And then I say, great, let's look at your numbers. And they say, the what now? Let's look at my what now? They don't have the numbers. And that's why they can't determine where the problem is in their business. Because let's think about it. A conversion rate of 40% versus a closing rate of 20, that's a big gap. That's a 20% gap. So obviously we need to work on our closing skills a little bit more because now we can see it. You cannot improve that which you do not track. So you have to track these numbers. And I'm giving you a super simplified way to track some of the most essential elements of growing your business, right? We're not getting into like all these little technical details when it comes to your numbers. I'm just keeping it as simple for you as possible because most people haven't gone and done like all this accounting, all this different stuff and don't have like a business degree, but that does not mean that you can't hit $10,000 a month, baby. Okay. You can still do that. So if you're just tracking these basic numbers, this is definitely going to help you figure out where you need to grow, where you need a little bit more strengthening, more fortification, more improvement. Okay. So in that case, it was obvious that my improvement needed to be in my closing rate, right? In the closing. So what am I saying in my conversations that I could possibly, improve upon? Maybe the conversations are going on too long and I need to shorten them. Maybe I'm not asking all the questions that help me determine if they have a need, a desire, and the willingness to buy. Maybe I've been jumping the gun and I've been going straight to an offer without fully being sure that I understand their problem on a personal level. It's one thing to know my target audience's problem, generally speaking. But once I have a human being in front of me, it's time to focus on that one human being in front of me. And that's why the prospecting conversation is so freaking important. And people want to skip it, hide from it, run from it. Like you're trying to dodge this and do all this crazy stuff, but nothing beats having a conversation, y'all. To be able to close 2 sales a day is beautiful by being able to do it in just 5 minutes. And that's possible, right? So now that I know that I need, right, if I wanted to hit $10,000 a month with the example that we were just talking about, I need to close 2 sales a day. But in reality, I'm only closing 2 sales a week. Time to amp this up. So now maybe I'm going to adjust the numbers for the following week and see how we do. Maybe now, instead of talking to 5 people a day, I'm going to talk to 10 people a day. And if my closing rate is 40%, then that means 4 out of the 10 people every single day are going to schedule some time with me on the calendar. And then if I'm closing at 20%, right, and I've got 4 people, then that means more than likely at least one of them, hopefully one of them, because that's really 25%, but one of them will say yes. And if I can close a person every day or every other day, I'm getting better. I'm getting closer to my goal. This is how you can start this process of hitting your income goal. All right. So let's look at this. I forgot to share my screen with y'all again. So let's do that. Right. Because I'm a numbers girl. I like to look at this stuff. Okay. So if this is where I am, right? And like I said, now instead of talking to 5 people a day, I'm talking to 10 people a day. And I'm doing that 5 days a week, remember, because we're giving ourselves the weekend off. Then I've talked to 50 people that week. And if I'm converting them to scheduling time with me at 40%, then that's 20 people a week that I've talked to. And if I'm closing at 20%, and that's 4 people. So some people might look at that and say, Val, that sucks because I'm still not at my goal. I'm still not closing 2 sales a day. But I want you to stop for a second and think about this, because again, mindset is important. You just went and doubled the amount of people that you close, and you did it in just 1 week's time. And it was all because you paid attention to your numbers. Now, what if not only are you paying attention to your numbers, but you're also building your skill set by learning from the best of the best and grabbing hold of their teachings at great opportunities that pop up, like getting access to them for $1. See, when you start adding on a stronger skill set with your stronger mindset and tracking your income producing activities, child, you mix that all up in the big pot, bam, you know what you get? Jackpot. That's what's in the pot. Jack. All of it. All the money's it's in there. Scrooge McDuck. Here we come. Hello. Okay. So this is how you start building and growing. Okay. So let me see. So let me answer this first question. I will say this, and because I got to repeat this. You've got to get on my newsletter, get access to more of the in-depth training that I give people. When I give y'all stuff, I give you everything once you've shown me that you're committed to growing your business and you ain't playing no games. See, anybody can come across me free on social media and watch my training. Okay. So I'm giving you the blueprint, but if you want me to help you build up your business, then you're going to have to get bare minimum on my newsletter. You also need to visit my website, because I do have coaching available. I have courses available for you that are super effective in helping people to grow their businesses. And you'll even see testimonials about that on the website. Okay. So when it comes to having your conversations, your prospecting conversations, I want to address the question about the willingness to buy and how do you identify that? So like I said, I have a CQC method, right? These are the things that we want to cover. And when we do this, one of the things that I like to ask people in order to discover their willingness to buy is typically what their budget is, right? because for me, I offer business solutions. So how are you going to purchase my solution and you don't have a budget for your business, right? It helps me to determine a lot of things. I can determine based on their answer, you know, the the need is pretty much established because they were willing to schedule the time with me. The desire may or may not be there. There are a lot of people that'll sit down with you and talk to you about their problem with absolutely no intention of solving the problem. They just want to vent. Child, I ain't got time for that. I'm in business. I got to make money. You want to go vent to somebody, child, go talk to a therapist and they're going to charge you too. Okay. So I don't have time for that. So when I schedule the time with them, I have to get through just some basic questions as fast as possible so that I can figure out where the pain point is and whether or not I can provide them with a pain reliever. So I'm going to be asking them, like I said, when it comes to the willingness to buy, what is their budget? Or I may ask them questions that revolve around how much money they've spent in the past in order to get a solution to their problem. So for example, if somebody is looking for help with their business, I may ask them, okay, well, what is the biggest problem that you have right now? What's the number one thing you want to see improved right now? And then they tell me that, right? Maybe it is lead generation, right? Maybe it is guidance. They just need a guide. They don't know where to begin. Maybe it is that they want to make more money. They need to close sales. They haven't made anything yet. Whatever the case may be, I'm going to ask the question, okay, what are some things you've done in the past to try to solve this problem? What are some things you've tried in the past on your own to figure this whole thing out? Some answers that they give me will determine to me whether or not that was something they spent money on, right? If they tell me, oh, well, I bought some courses on this, ching, ching. I know that they're at least willing to put money towards their business. I know that they're at least willing to put some money towards investing in themselves because they've already done it. And that's typically a pattern for someone, but I don't know yet. So I'm going to ask more follow-up questions in regards to that. If they tell me, oh, well, I hired a coach before, but that was a coach for, my mindset. And now that I've done that, now I need like practical steps to grow my business. Okay. So they've invested in a coach. I have, me being a coach myself, being in this industry, see, that gives me a gauge. It gives me an idea of what the person has invested in. So it helps me to figure out whether or not I can fit this person into my solution. And if we're using the example that I used today, where I have a solution that, my take home is $200, right? And so maybe the price point is $400 and I get a 50% commission of $200. I would know whether or not $400 would be out of their budget if they've told me that they've hired a coach, for example. I know most coaches, you can't get a coach for 1 hour for $400, right? So if that's the case, then I'm getting closer to putting all the clues together to solve the case, if you will. Okay. So those are some of the ways that I find the willingness to buy. But you have to ask those questions, and most network marketers will not do that. Another thing is sometimes I just flat out ask them, okay? And I'll say, listen, this may seem a little uncomfortable to answer because a lot of people don't talk about this topic, but you came to me for some assistance, and I cannot assist you. I cannot guide you until I have an answer to this question. So please know I'm not being nosy. I need the information, right? If you want me to help you, then I need to know this. Is that okay? And typically they say, yeah. And I say, great. All I want to know is, what is your budget for your business? Have you seriously sat down and taken a look at, what you plan to put towards your business every month, whether it's for marketing, advertising, overhead, other overhead in some way? What is your budget? And if they tell me, oh, my budget's only $100, I can't offer them my $400 offer then, can I? So I'm not going to. Your average person, though, will try to force the sale anyway and then be shocked that they got rejected. This person just told you that their budget is $100, and yet you're still trying to force a $400 sale, and you shocked that you got shot down? That's crazy, right? Versus if the person tells me that their budget is $100, my thing is $400. I'm not even going to offer that to them. Therefore, I will not get rejected for that. Therefore, I will not waste my time or theirs. So now I have to look into my vault of goods out of my business and see if I do have something that will in fact not only answer, solve their problem, but will also fit their budget. I'm gonna offer them that. So one of the things that can really help you out is at the moment that you've scheduled that conversation with them, right? And they're coming to you for this conversation, I want you to start looking at it like a drive-through. Okay? If you were to have a business that had a drive-up window, things would go a little different than what you see the average online business owner do. The average online business owner typically looks like this. Oh, Lord, I need to make some money. Quick, stat, in a hurry. Oh, my God. Oh, somebody just opted into my thing. Oh, my God. I got to get them to buy. What do I say? What is the perfect magical words to say? What magic wand do I need to wave? What fairy dust do I need to purchase? What color is it? What do I need? I got to get this person to buy for me. And then they go into this conversation where if it were a drive-through window conversation, it would look real stupid. It would look like this. The person shows up and you say, welcome to McDonald's. Okay, so listen, I got a whole bunch of stuff for you. I got a Big Mac, McDLT, a quarter pounder with some cheese, filet of fish, hamburger, cheeseburger, French fries, Happy Meal. What do you want? What do you need? I got everything. Could you imagine going to McDonald's and that's what they do? They don't do that, do they? When we come to them, they say, what would you like? They don't get nervous. They don't get scared. Talk about Lord, I need a script. They simply serve. They know what your problem is. You hungry. They got solutions. They got food to feed your hunger. They got a lot of food. So what do you want from them? What do you desire? They already know you have the need. Otherwise, you wouldn't have pulled up. So they want to know what your desire is. Because if I know that not only can I feed that desire, but I can feed it within their resources, they're going to buy from me. Why wouldn't they? I'm giving them exactly what they told me they want, and I don't have to guess my way to success. You see how simple that can be? So if you get clear on what your primary target audience is and what your primary offer is, so that when you go out here with your content and you're attracting your audience to you, that it is very clear what they want and what you have for them. And then that way, when you make the offer, it is so much simpler. They pull up to you and you say, great, in what ways can I help you? Or my favorite phrase, the 3 words that I use all the time. If you're on my newsletter, you know what they are. And it goes straight into an open, honest, flowing conversation that remains human and natural and simple. This doesn't have to be hard. Okay, so we have that. And then I saw another question. Are folks prospecting people who are not really leads? Chat, look, that's why I don't teach none of that crap. I do not teach you to go prospect people who are not really leads and that don't fit your target audience and stuff like that, right? So David's spot on with that. You've got to identify that before you go out here and talk to people. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself wasting time. You're going to find yourself being one of these overworked home business owners for no reason. There is no reason to feel like you have to struggle your way to success. None. This can be easy. This can be flowing. This can be simple. This can be rewarding. This can be fulfilling. Because if it isn't, what makes you think that you're going to stick with it? Where's the motivation going to come from? Where is the joy and the enhancement for your life that you set out to create with your business? Where is it? If you sit up here struggling and crying every day because somebody rejected you yet again, and your upline keeps telling you, oh, just keep going for no. No, that's very bad advice. And it affects your mental health and your emotional health to keep going back and getting slapped again and again. Don't do that. It's abusive. Do not lean into the abuse. I want you to lean into healthy relationships with an actual target audience. And if you need my help with things like that, you're really going to love learning from me. Yes. So get on the newsletter, but you're definitely going to love this amazing Roadmap to Rockstar Summit. It starts in February. Okay. It starts February 9th, but you want to get your ticket now while it's still only $1. So what you do is you're going to go to ValerieWalton.com, and in just a couple of seconds, about 2 seconds, maybe 3 at the most, there's going to be a pop-up box that invites you to come get your ticket exclusively for $1. So don't be telling people. All right, cool. So I think we got everything covered today. We had a nice little, conversation, this mastermind here. If you got some value from this, please do not hoard it all for yourself. Yes, I want you to save this video, click the little save button, but I also want you to be able to share this out with people. And I'm even giving some even more exclusive access. When you get on my newsletter, you may just see an email that invites you to be a part of my mastermind group called the Profitpreneur. And so if you're open to checking that out and seeing all the amazing in-depth training that I show you how to do, just the other day, you guys, I showed my tribe how to earn up to $400,000 this year, even if they're new, even if they failed before, even if they have no experience. It doesn't matter. Skeptical? Get on in this group and see. And it's free to get in the group for right now. Okay, so hop on in there and check that out. You're going to love it, especially if you are a member of MLSP. If you don't know what MLSP is, don't worry about it. But I always have some goodies for you. I remember what it was like to not fully understand how simple it could be to grow my business, and how much I struggled, and how much it was frustrating because I wanted so bad to create a better life for my kids. I was a single mom for a very long time. And, not that I'm blaming anyone for doing that, because it was actually pretty rewarding for me to have that much control. But like, to be able to provide for them and just want to support them in their endeavors, as well as show them an example that you can, in fact, have an abnormal life, but it's a beautiful life. It's a fulfilling life full of peace and joy. And if you wanted something like that, here's how you do it. Mom's doing it, right? And so to be able to go from that, the frustration, the pain, the humiliation, I felt embarrassed. I was doing really well as a hairstylist, and I was not doing well my first year in home business. And now look at me. I'm going to be one of the 17 top earners that is going to teach you and coach you over those 8 days, So I'm very excited about it. And since I know what's possible, anybody who's open to diving into what's possible for them, look at me. I just glow, wanting to be able to just go on this run with you. I want you to know you don't have to be alone like I had felt alone. You don't have to do that. There are people out here who are 100% unbiased because they're not in your business, not trying to keep you in there. But it's unbiased coaches. We're all in different things, and we can show you how to take your business that you're growing right now and go next level, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you don't want to hit the $10,000 a month. Maybe you just want an extra $10, right? Maybe you just want to be able to pay an extra bill. Maybe you forgot it was tax time and you owe taxes. Like, I don't know, child. Whatever it is, we can help you. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to ValerieWalton.com and congrats on your wise decision to get yourself out here and start growing your business like a pro. All right. So again, thank you guys so much for hanging with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.